Good morning, everyone. So it is our first day for our week holiday, and I hope it'll be a blast. We've never been there before, so I'm just going to combine all of these holiday videos into one huge video instead of uploading them separately. That'll be a great thing. The reason why I decided to do it is because I just find it really impossible to make a video every single day like I used to do back in the day from my old era, from my 6-week holiday videos. So like I said, I'm just going to film all of them and put them all together into this huge video. So sit back, relax, and I hope you will enjoy our holiday. Alright, so we just made it, and it took us about, I don't know, I think 3 hours. We arrived surprisingly really well. There weren't any traffic problems, not too many of them. We're just going to go to different places and experience what we can see, and I'll just do my best to capture these moments on video. And right now I've just been chilling and listening to some Miles Davis with my laptop. Such a great feeling. Got the internet to work, which is a plus. Things are running very smoothly for my channel at the moment, and it's just great. I mean, nothing really new has changed throughout my experience of YouTube. And also, I have just watched EQP TV's new video, also known as Elliot, and shout out to you, man. I know I've mentioned this guy before, but he's really one of the best people I have ever discovered on the internet and on YouTube in general. The subscriber count is going up, and I'm very, very happy about that. I'm not really that person that's very greedy for a lot of people to subscribe to my channel or just to get views. For people who just watch my videos in general and enjoy them, I'm glad you enjoy my content. And yeah, I am going on a bit about that right now, so I'm just going to stop right there because I usually say things like that when it comes to subscriber milestone videos. Always dynamite flavour. I'm outside to get my tea, and earlier today I was listening to David Bowie's Low album again, and what I love about Low is a massive big transformation for David Bowie as a musician and throughout his entire career. And I also loved Brian Eno's contributions for the album, from the atmospheric and bright sounding synthesizers and the effects that have been used. So I am very interested in checking out Brian Eno, since he's been a massive successful artist for ambient music, and I'm very interested in checking out more ambient music. So I'm going to check out Eno's material, especially the album Another Green World. Seaside. Not many people in sight. Well, it's early evening anyways. And I'm walking with my boots on. Yeah. Another great thing about this holiday is that it's close to Skegness, and I used to go there, and I remember loving it ever since. Skegness was one of my most favourite holidays ever. Haven't been to Skegness for a lot of years actually. For some reason, when I look at this beach, it reminds me of the album cover of On the Beach from Neil Young, even though this setting is darker and less brighter, it just came to me. Neil Young staring at the sea and the umbrella and everything else from the cover. I don't know. Some things just remind me in a very unexpected way. Birdie, birdie. So it is day 2 right now, and yeah, I just took a shower, been brushing it, so it's still drying. I have no idea what we're going to do today. Possibly go to town, and yeah, Red Dwarf was really good, and Cat is really my favourite character from Red Dwarf. So the weather is not bad, just a bit cloudy here and there. So we'll just see how this day would turn out to be. And yeah, I've been listening to Brothers and Sisters by the Allman Brothers Band last night. Still really enjoyed that album a lot. If I have to pick which is, in my opinion, their best album, it would be either Eat a Peach or Brothers and Sisters. But At Fillmore East is their biggest live magnum opus. So I bet today is just going to be like yesterday, just, you know, go out and chill. We'll see. Not gonna lie, guys, this is really now one of my new favourite t-shirts ever. Just look at it, it's just incredible, really well made, of the Jimi Hendrix Experience. You know, got Hendrix and also Mitch Mitchell and Noel Redding down there. Yeah, really one of the best shirts ever. So after quite a bit of A major jamming, we're taking Dodger for a walk. We're walking through the caravan site. We're just exploring, really, and Dodger's really pulling his lead. He's just panting away. Yeah, typical of him. Just so crazy. At the same time, whilst I'm doing my best to try and make this whole thing good for my holiday videos, I'm going to try and keep it, you know, music related from what I would like to say, besides that I am inside and outside during the holiday. I don't want to like try and make this whole thing boring to you. Turns out we're going out again. Wearing my lenses. You like my shades? Yeah, boy! Hey guys, a hailstorm. Bet you like this. Had to do it, guys. Memories. Big memories. Big memories. Okay, I'm back. And I've just placed my phone on my laptop. Bought me some Pringles, salt and vinegar. Pringles. So yeah, and also, do you ever get that feeling when you thought your guitar was perfectly in tune after tuning it up and down to get the correct sound, and also playing it to get the strings comfortable on the fretboard? Well, my PRS just got size 10 strings, and these strings are not properly strong enough yet. Well, they are getting used to the fretboard, is what I meant to say, but they are getting quite annoying, so they'll be perfectly in tune at some stage. I'm still jamming away and jamming to some backing tracks to help my improvisation and all that, so I'm still learning. And I think for the rest of this day I am pretty much going to do the same thing like yesterday, just chill and listen to some music and go to YouTube and see what's there. Yeah! Best chocolate in the world. Period. Turns out another great buddy of mine is back on YouTube, and this guy is Jake. He's also known before as Claude JB9, and as you can see, he just posted an update video. He is a really cool, awesome guy, and I've met him during my last concert experience from Fury, and if you are a metalhead, he is a big metalhead. Go and check him out. He's going to Bloodstock later this year, and it's definitely just awesome to meet different YouTubers that many people like. So check him out. Drinking some tea. Anyway, morning guys. The weather's really bright today, and the sun is shining bright, and there's a couple of people around outside. So anyways, I had a pretty good sleep last night. The first sleep, when I first came in, was a bit rough around the edges, but last night's sleep was okay. The bed was like really, really warm, and it was that warm I was just not wearing my pajamas because it was that ridiculously warm. Not that it's a bad thing, but what can you do? So yeah, most of my Pringles have been eaten. No, there's still a couple left. And last night, like a chilling evening, and as you've already read, that I was jamming and I was listening to Miles Davis again and checking out more YouTube videos. So, hope today is going to be good. Had my breakfast, got ready. I'm going to go to Inglemel's, and I'm wearing another Hendrix t-shirt. And I believe this is like the American import from the shirt design, and I seriously love this shirt pretty much as my other Hendrix t-shirts. And Dodgers over there. Yeah, the weather's been much more perkier, and the sun can be bright for my eyes, and they do hurt sometimes. That's why I like to wear my shades. And I've been going through hay fever as well, and my hay fever was a total nightmare. It's taking a lot of time to go away, really. For some people that have the hay fever, it can go away for a couple of days or a few weeks. Well, mine take forever, and it's a royal pain. Anyway, I'll shut up about that. So, let's go. that, guys. Good boy. We've made it. Let's go and explore, shall we? Yes, I like minions, okay? Who doesn't like them? Long line. Oop, fingers on the camera. See, with wind turbines far up ahead. And ice cream. Ice cream! Beach walking. Hello, Dodge. Hello, Dodger. Beach walking. Yeah, beach walking. There's tons of these. Excuse me. Tons of plants. And there's some flowers. Oh my. This is quite a different looking beach. And Dodger's just walking around, enjoying the cool breeze. Head out for a cool breeze. Yeah, Pink Floyd reference. I didn't expect to see those wind turbines far ahead. You know, way ahead on the sea. Sky is pretty nice. What are you doing, Dodge? What are you doing, Dodger? What are you up to? What are you up to? Don't get your dad. Yeah. Typical warm summer days. Like an endless stream. Or like the endless river, I guess. Not gonna lie, this sea is quite mad from these waves. I really thought these are like sandworms or something, but they're actually made from sand. I actually thought they are like real worms from the sand, but they're not. I remember this place a lot. Very much like Skegness. Used to ride on these a lot with my brother, and I remember this slide as well. I haven't been here for a very long time, and I'm actually quite happy that we have revisited a place that we've used to go to during the time at Skegness. This is just some great fun times. The logo's very familiar. Dick Dastardly. I remember these characters. Don't tell me you have not seen Wacky Races back in the day. And these other things. Very nice. Wacky Prices. I remember this a lot. I used to go in there too. bells. Hell's bells.
Red, white, 7, 17. White, 6 and 2, 62. Play 2.
Don't gamble, kids. Joey, did you eat my sandwich?
I am the sandwich.
I baked you a pie.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Pie flavor. Yeah, ass stuff references, guys. Everyone knows those ASDF movie clips from YouTube from Tom Scott, right? Sorry?
It's ASDF or it's ASDF.
As stuff.
I think it's ASDF.
Yeah, it's known as as stuff, but it's formed from the video titles as an ASDF movie. Apologies from my hairdo and the noisy wind. The video, we just ate lunch and it was a blast, and we are heading back right now. We're walking through this beach again just to get back. Oh, finally back. Been jamming away once again, and I had to put Vaseline on my skin because earlier, after my long walk outside in the sun, my skin got sunburned, which sucks, and my nose was a bit sunburned, and I was playing Candy Crush Soda Saga again, and I've been blasting at Fillmore East by the Allman Brothers Band with my headphones, and I did more jamming, more improvising, so that pretty much sums up the evening off, and I hope tomorrow will be great. Hey guys, it's day 4, and yesterday was really nice, apart from the sunburn, and earlier today I had to put more Vaseline on my arms and some Nivea on my face because of the sunburn, and surprisingly I slept really well, and I didn't expect it at all, and that's what the time is right now. And I woke up early hours of 10 past or 7:15 in the morning, and I don't know what today is going to be like, but yesterday was great. We had a great time, and at the moment I've been using my laptop, just chilling at the moment, and we are going to go out later on, and that is pretty much it. Played more Candy Crush Soda Saga. I am on level 23, in case you're wondering. If you do play that game, the level difficulty on that level is hard, and it did say that it's hard, and I kept failing, and I'm still trying to really beat it. I don't know why my hair's like this in the video. I guess it's not that bad. Also, since that I didn't bring any of my guitar pedals, I have turned the gain from halfway to 10 to get more of the sound that I really want, and I just find it very weird sometimes to practice without using any of my pedals, because usually when I practice with a lot of rock songs or with backing tracks in general, I use my pedals. Well, it depends on the warmth of the song, either a fast one or a slow one, and the speed and everything like that. But this amp still gets the job done with the great sound that I really want. I use the classic stack sound, and the bass isn't too much, and I do use some reverb occasionally and some decent amount of volume. We're heading over to Louth, which is about 15 miles from here, and hopefully I will get a chance to go into a music store or a record shop, so I'll be very excited for that, because as a music fan and music hoarder, I love that type of stuff. Yeah. Hear the words I sing. War's a horrid thing. So I sing, sing, sing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. I'm inside Off the Beaten Tracks, which is a CD, vinyl and DVD store, and they also sell books, but you know which section I always go to. Yeah, some DVDs. Here's a really cool Bob Dylan Love and Theft tour t-shirt. That's awesome. Oh, he played in Birmingham as well, that's nice. 2002. Neil Young's A Letter Home. Blonde on Blonde. Seventh Son for Seventh Son. Pink Floyd remasters, 2016 remasters. There's more. Piper at the Gate of Dawn. And there's Paul Simon's new album Stranger to Stranger over there. So happy to be here. Let's see what I can find.
Finals of 5:15 kick-off these days as well, isn't it? That's an obvious time. And I think also people are a bit more relaxed. They've had a little bit more to drink. Maybe the atmosphere is better than it often is when it starts. We don't encourage lunchtime drinking, of course. Of course we don't. Occasionally.
I would want to go to sleep if I have a drink at lunchtime.
It's fine if you're having a picnic with the family somewhere.
Bought more music, both CD and vinyl, and we're strolling through the city centre of Louth. It's quite massive, reminds me of Scotland actually. Okay, so I just got back from looking around at Louth and my experience of the Beaten Tracks, and I've picked up quite a bunch of CDs and 3 different records. So I'll start with the CDs first. This one just blew me away. I was really speechless. I immediately grabbed it because, you know, you will rarely see this album in stores anywhere, and this album can go for quite a lot of money. My all-time favourite black metal album, Satyricon Dark Medieval Times. This album is one of the biggest holy grails I have ever wanted to buy in my collection, and now that I have it, I can listen to this any day. You know, so happy. Next one is the best of Van Morrison. There are a couple of songs that I'm very familiar with, but there are a few that I really have not heard of at all yet. So, since I love Van Morrison, I had to pick it up. The next one, Johnny Cash Unchained. This is his second album in the American Recording Covers series, and this is my favourite out of the American series, and I just love a lot of these covers. Next album is Hejira by Joni Mitchell. I hope I pronounced that right. I love Joni Mitchell, so I had to pick this one up. I do have Blue and Cord and Spark at the moment. Now this is an album I was really interested in checking out. It's De La Soul 3 Feet High and Rising. This has been regarded as a hip-hop classic, so I was very curious to check this out, and now that I've bought it, I am very excited to listen to it. Next album, Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. I haven't got all of their albums yet, but this was one of these albums that I wanted, you know, for quite a while now, and I am really looking forward to check out this album since it's known as, you know, a great album. Awesome artwork done by Storm Thorgerson as well. Frank Sinatra, Songs for Swinging Lovers. I love Frank Sinatra. You just can't really go wrong at all with the amazing, beautiful sound of his voice and his talent. Truly incredible. I haven't seen him in any movies at all, but for music, he's just outstanding. Eric Clapton, Me and Mr. Johnson. It's just an album of him covering a lot of Robert Johnson songs. Very happy to have this one. Now for the 3 records. Paul Simon Graceland. Another one of these Holy Grail albums I really wanted to buy, and it's just a classic. You need to check it out. Next one, the second album from the Mahavishnu Orchestra, entitled Birds of Fire. I've heard that this is just as great and amazing as The Inner Mounting Flame, and John McLaughlin right there. He is one of the best guitarists ever. And this last one, Cream's debut album, Fresh Cream. Since I love Cream, I think this is a really great, near perfect debut album. Wheels of Fire is brilliant as well. So I thought I would just show you what I've bought from that store instead of waiting for my next update. So the next update will come, but since I have already shown you these, there's no point really. Dodger's out there eating his chewy. And I'm going to watch Red Dwarf once again. Red Dwarf 2. I'm not going to show you all of these episodes because of copyright infringements. Let's go. Good morning, guys. It is 25 to 11 in the morning, and I've been awake for I think close to 2 hours, and the weather has been from like really hot and warm, and it's now changing into like mild and breezy. I don't know, strange weather sometimes. Last night I had a really nice sleep once again, and I was playing one of the new CDs I've bought, including Unchained, American 2 CD by Johnny Cash, the best of Van Morrison, and at the moment I am playing Houses of the Holy by Led Zeppelin. Very good sounding album so far. Storm Thorgerson is really one of those artists in terms of album covers that I love, including Roger Dean and many others. Today we are going to travel back to Skegness, travel back there, and just like last time, go and explore and see what we can experience. I'm also wearing my Sgt. Pepper t-shirt, my favourite t-shirt ever. Yes, could I be really that biased? That chessboard is really, really nice. It's like it's never been touched. I don't know why I had to say that. Anyways, I'm gonna put more of this sun cream on because my arms and hands have been quite angry skin-wise. Still stinging a bit from the sunburn. It'll go away eventually. Just finished listening to Houses of the Holy by Led Zeppelin. Of course, the production is really, really good, and the songs themselves, most of them are great, especially The Song Remains the Same, the Rain song, Over the Hills and Far Away, and the song The Crunch is probably my least favourite song on the album. It's not bad, it's not like a great song, but it's still good. One of my favourites on the album is No Quarter, even though that some people don't really like that song. I just find it quite a unique song musically, and thoroughly enjoyed the album all the way through from start to finish, and the lyrics from Robert Plant. Very good and interesting as well. So I now consider Houses of the Holy to be one of Zeppelin's best albums. We made it. The wind is blowing like crazy. Not wearing sunglasses today since the weather is mild. We have arrived at Skegness. Let's have a look around. Skegness Beach. Wind turbines over there. It's quite a big dozen of wind turbines. A couple of people over there. I can see a big husky dog over there. Huskies are my favourite dog breed ever. I love all dogs. I love animals in general, but huskies, in terms of favourite type of dog breed, it has to be that one. And the sun has decided to appear really brightly. Approaching the pier. There's the pier. It's Skegness Pier. I bet we're just gonna walk past it or walk over to that end. I don't know. Donkey rides. Inside the amusements, I used to play that a lot. I was playing this with Ollie, but he's still going. I used to play this game a lot. Just so great, bringing back memories. Used to be a beast at this game. You gotta shoot him quick. Total score. Not all of the game is me, it's half me and half my brother. After great amusement experiences, it's time to munch. Looking nice. Wind has messed up my hairdo, but I bought more albums as usual, so that's great. I'll show you them when we get back. Oh my god, there's a bunch of them. Look at that. It's many hours later, and these are the 4 albums I've bought. These 2 are from CEX, or Sex, whatever you want to call it, CEX. There's the logo right there. And these last 2 are from Herrick Watson. So the first one is Primus, the Brown album. Haven't listened to this yet, but since I love Primus, I had to pick it up. Yeah. And the next one is Genesis Live. You know, I really do like Genesis a lot. I think they are just a fantastic band, especially the Peter Gabriel era. Nothing wrong with the Phil Collins era, but when it comes to Peter Gabriel as the frontman in Genesis, that is a great era from the band. Now this is a 2015 version of a live blues classic, Muddy Waters at Newport 1960. The pitch from this version is slightly higher, but it didn't bother me at all. It's still a great blues classic, and this one is Gary Moore Still Got the Blues, and I've played this earlier as well, same with this one. This album is just amazing. Some of the songs feature the other great musicians like Albert Collins, Albert King, George Harrison. A lot of great songs on here. So yeah, Gary Moore, such an incredible guitar player. I've been having a really bad headache as well, but hopefully I'll be much better for tomorrow, I guess. So yeah. Good afternoon, guys. So earlier this morning there was some rain, and forgive my hair, I took a shower and it's still drying after my brushing, and there is a puddle on the road right there. Yeah, so earlier today I was doing more of jamming, improvising different keys like A, G, D minor, C minor and B minor, just to make my playing more better. And I was in a jazzy mood, and So What from Miles Davis came to my head when it comes to free improvisation in terms of lead playing in general. Well, jazz and blues are quite similar genres according to the guitar playing, because blues involves jazzy type chords. Same thing with the jazz scene with these harmonic notes and stuff like that. And I was listening to other albums that I've bought, and later on I'm going to play more of them, and we're going to get our postcards posted, and we're going to go out and have some lunch. So that's pretty much it for this first part of this day. Just heard the news through the radio and Facebook that AC/DC's bassist Cliff Williams has decided to retire after the Rock or Bust World Tour. You know, just stop being a live performer and a recording artist with AC/DC for good, and that really is unexpected. And I know that I say that word, just like I said about Paul Simon's retirement. I will wish Cliff Williams the very best. Very talented bassist, and I know the band is still touring, but Cliff Williams, as a bassist, he still gets the job done for the band. Just had lunch, veggie burger with chips, which is awesome, and right now we're just strolling outside through town, a bunch of people outside, and there's obviously different stores for examples like some food restaurants, China Rose, Snack Attack. Snack Attack's quite a cool name, and some stuff like this, some cool miniature stuff, very, very nice and awesome. I just love to film some really fancy stuff just to interest you guys. And the amusements are just over there, and you've already seen them earlier throughout this whole holiday vlog, and I'm walking through them again.
Oh dear, I think you're wrong.
guess we're heading close to the beach again. Way up there. Inside the co-op, and I don't know why I decided to film myself inside cooperative. Oreos. Food, pot noodle. Alcohol galore. Tons and tons and tons. So this is just massive. Best beer ever, Budweiser. Walking through the pavement, crossing, so that I don't get hit by a car. It's almost 4:10 in the afternoon. I've opened up my windows, and I'm just going to pretty much chill throughout the rest of today. And I'm going to play some albums, including Genesis Live, and Songs for Swinging Lovers by Frank Sinatra, and just browse around the internet. So I've been jamming to some more backing tracks involving the B minor backing track, mainly for Tin Pan Alley. Really quite hard to try and play like one of the greats, because artists like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Gary Moore are just incredibly hard. Both legendary guitarists, don't get me wrong, but I'm really getting there. I guess I will just have to try and learn how I could do it my way, like my own type of soloing, combining the easy stuff to the advanced stuff. I don't know. So it's been going really well. Little bits of repetition here and there, which is good. Instead of just doing these licks randomly with no feeling or whatever, and Nodger's over there, and he's got the fleece stuff on his back, so he's chilling with me. So yeah, and I've listened to Genesis Live on the laptop with my headphones. Amazing live album, and it's just a great release. You need to check it out, and it's easily, I would say, now that I've listened to it, one of the best live albums you will ever hear if you are a big fan of rock or progressive rock in general. Not gonna lie guys, this holiday is coming to an end, but at the end of the day I have been really pleased and fully satisfied with the whole experience, and I would love to be here again. And what made me happy even more is that it became, so connected to the other place, which is Skegness and Mablethorpe connected together. It's just amazing. And like I said, I haven't been to Skegness for a very long time, and we've revisited it, and it's just amazing. And I did try my best to film as much as I can whilst me and my family were out, and I hope you guys enjoyed these clips. So got one more day left, and I know that you guys were either disappointed or upset that I did stop doing these holiday videos since a couple of years back. The thing is, I wasn't that interested about doing it like all the time, like every year, because music is my biggest inspiration. It is really my main favourite hobby. I don't really want to call it a job or work, but it's just a hobby that I will always have the biggest interest of. So, needless to say, this holiday is just really good, and I had a really great time, and I'll be coming back home on Monday. Yellow Dodge. You haven't got your collar on, have you? Well, you did have the flea stuff on your back, because last night he was going through a lot of scratching on himself and licking himself because he had the fleas. I hope flea stuff cures that. So what do you want to do, Dodge? He's panting a bit. It has been warm since we have been here, and it was that hot. He had to sunbathe. What are you doing? Oh, scratching yourself. Yeah. Reflecting yourself and sniffing the tyre. I just like to film him at some random point in time. What can you sniff, Dodge? What can you sniff? Or what can you hear? Still scratching. Hey. Hey. What are you up to? What are you up to, Dodger? What are you up to? Still scratching. Oh my gosh. Good afternoon, guys, once again. And I'm wearing one of my newest t-shirts I've bought a few months back. My Brian Wilson shirt. I do have another one. But the two Brian Wilson shirts are the tour shirts celebrating Pet Sounds' 50th anniversary, which was incredible, and Brian Wilson and his band did incredibly well. It starred Al Jardine and his son, and they played tons of Beach Boys songs, a few of Brian Wilson's solo stuff from his latest album, No Peer Pressure. They played the entire Pet Sounds album, and it was just an extraordinary experience. I don't think we're going to do anything much today, even though I have been doing a lot of improvising again. I know I said that a few times already, but that's just what I like to do. And earlier on I was listening to Sketches of Spain from Miles Davis. Still a phenomenal piece of work. So yeah, and it looks like we're not going to be back home by Monday. We're going to be back home by Wednesday, and I'm okay with that. So that's like a few extra days here, so not really complaining. I mean, why should I complain? Because it's the holiday, guys. As I said before, thought I had something in my hand. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I bet I'm just gonna do the same typical things and relax and do some more album listening and browsing. I mean, improvising is really one of the biggest and most loved things why I love music and just playing guitar in general, because the artists that have inspired me to improvise a lot lately, well, for many weeks, are Miles Davis, the Allman Brothers Band, and what is another artist that inspired me to improvise more? John Coltrane, and, you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Another one of these most important things you have to really do and learn when it comes to practicing. Even though you can just do some free playing and play randomly, improvising really helps your practicing, and it could make you be creative. The weather out here was from like nice and cool, breezy, mild type weather, but now it's really sunny and it's bright. And I'll just some bloody thing down there honking, and just as I was about to step out, the heat is like immediately warm, like crazy warm. Stop honking! People outside, driving experiences. Turns out that the weather out here is 21 degrees and I can already tell and feel that the sun is back with vengeance. Classic Mini. Yeah, I love classic Mini cars. Colourful fence. And it goes on and on and on and on. The endless selection of colours. And here's the same gate again. Look at these beasts. I've been back here for I don't know how long, about maybe close to 2 hours, and had another great stroll around the beach, as you've already seen, and bought more food from the cooperative, and I've been chilling here, and I've been listening to Miles Davis and the Allman Brothers Band. And for Miles Davis, to pick which era from his career I love the most, either from the modal jazz, post-bop and the classical type jazz era, or the later era from him, from avant-garde jazz, jazz fusion, jazz rock, jazz funk, all that stuff. As much as I love the 60s stuff from him, I'm more of the experimental era from Miles Davis, you know, from albums like In a Silent Way, Bitches Brew, Jack Johnson, Agharta, On the Corner, you know, albums like that. But there has been a couple of albums from him that I have not listened to yet, like Milestones, Round After Midnight, Porgy and Bess, you know, because Miles Davis released tons of albums from his discography that I need to buy. He's just like other artists that have released tons of albums, like Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Frank Zappa, etc. But for Miles Davis, he is, to me, one of the greatest, if not, in my opinion, the greatest and sensational jazz artist. And in case if you're wondering which Miles Davis album I listened to in full last, like the last full album I've listened to from him, it is On the Corner. And On the Corner, very challenging and difficult album to get into for some people, and I really did not know that it became jazz's most hated album from many people. And I know that it did not sell well when it came out, but I think it is a very good album, despite it being a challenging ride. Also, yesterday was the 60th birthday of Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, now 60. That is really, really darn good to reach that number. And Tom Hanks had always been one of my top favourite actors of all time, period, along with Danny DeVito, Robert De Niro, Anthony Hopkins, Morgan Freeman, many others. And I think my favourite Tom Hanks movie is possibly Castaway. I think Castaway is his best movie, and I do love him in other movies like You've Got Mail, the Toy Story franchise, of course, Road to Perdition, and Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is close to being my favourite Tom Hanks movie, but I always think of Castaway. Castaway is really my all-time favourite Tom Hanks movie, so Tom Hanks is a legendary actor. Good morning, guys. So I have no idea what I'm going to do today, and I've still got the hay fever, which is completely annoying. And do you ever get that feeling when you thought you'd be feeling much better than ever, but then like in the next couple of hours or the next day you just feel the same uncomfortable way of hay fever? I don't know why it came back to me. Today I will be doing more album listening involving De La Soul's debut and Miles Davis, possibly some Primus, and I don't use this TV at all. You know, I used it when I came back, when I just came into this room, but I am more of a laptop kind of guy. You know, when it comes to browsing and just being myself. So I just use this more than the TV. And also today I'm going to flick through my set of lyrics I wrote down on my notebook. I think there is a few of them that may need some tweaking. So I still have been thinking about some ideas. That one needs to be worked on. And for some reason I always think of lyrics first, then the music. Well, it should be the other way around, because the way I would like to make my music is not to be very much repetitive or similar. I'm that person that likes to try out some variation, but nothing way too big of creativity. I'll just have to think of my own style of music, both acoustically and electrically. Excuse me. So, yeah, making songs is fun at times. It really is, but at the same time, it is very, very complicated to try and make something stand out, and just to create music out of your own aspects of making some music. Also, people kept going on about Pokemon Go that just came out. Not really interested in getting it. Well, back in my youth, I used to watch Pokemon, the cartoon series, a lot, and I remember loving it ever since. I think it is a great animated series, and I also loved Digimon, Dragon Ball Z. You know those, right? I used to be a massive cartoon fanatic. Look at this cool Budweiser shirt. I thought I might just show you this shirt if you haven't seen it before. And if you see this shirt, and if you love Budweiser or beer in general, buy it. King of beers. I agree with that. That logo's really cool too. Revisited some of my own set of lyrics from my notebook, did a bit of tweaking here and there, but I'm going to point this out. If you are a musician and if you want to start your own original piece of music, go ahead. Yes, songwriting is fun and all that, but it takes a lot of time and patience. Don't make something up like immediately and call it a song. What I like to do is to become inspired by this band or this artist, listen to their albums and check out this style of music. And if you are inspired by any genre, like either rap, rock, folk, metal, etc., you know the drill. Whether you play electric guitar or acoustic guitar or piano, improvise, and you can make something up. Like if there's some piece of music you've just played randomly, and if you like it, make a song out of it and make it more complete with some more chords or riffs and some lyrics. I know that that this clip is quite a different turn than the rest of these other clips. I thought I would share how I would like to make music. Do what you like to do. Enjoy it. No one is around. You can do whatever you want. So I know that is like very obvious to say, but these are the tips that I could give to every single one of you guys who are interested in becoming an original singer-songwriter. Here is a band, an album that I would highly recommend if you are into the 1970s progressive rock music, and this band is entitled Premiata Fornia Marconi, Italian progressive rock band, and this is their second album entitled Per un Amico. I might have butchered that, which I'm so sorry about, but it's 34 minutes of perfection. It's not really one of these prog albums that everything from the music will be just completely flashy with keyboards and wicked guitar soloing and all that. That's all complicated. But this is some different prog music that I would strongly recommend. Check it out. You will not regret it whatsoever. We have travelled and we are going to discover this windmill right here. Shop at the mill, and we're going to step inside and take a look. And here's what the windmill is called the 5-sailed windmill. Very steep steps, so I'm going to have to put my phone away and climb through these steep steps. Tons of bags. Yeah, can't wait to climb up. Oh boy. And up we go.
I suppose that you'd engage these.
Yeah, they look like you put them on and then you stand there.
Cobweb and spiderweb galore. There's tons of them as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious me. That is some machinery. I don't know how these people do that. Padlock. I'm at the balcony. Walking around, full circle, going down these steps, going all the way down from top to bottom. Oh my gosh, it is so steep. Made it all the way back down. Oh my gosh, it was, slow and not scary, but it's a lot of time taking to go from the top to go all the way back down. Very, very nice. Really well packaged as well. had some lunch. It was darn good, darn delicious as well. So we're gonna go straight back, and later on it's amusement time. So after more chilling and listening to the Allman Brothers band, I'm heading off to the arcade. I do have a couple set of coins, so we'll see what's there.
Look at the crap load of these tickets, and that's not all of them. We still have a big amount in the bag, but I doubt that we will win any prizes from the ticket prize section. So that's just absolutely crazy. More than 100 tickets, and there's a lot of them that are like thousands of tickets.
145 tickets.
Yeah, that's all we got. We got this little magnet after adding a few more tickets, 250 in total. And now, let's head back.
Good morning, guys. It is the last day, and it really has been a blast. And tomorrow I will be coming back home and do my usual typical stuff, which I love to do. Mainly music, obviously. And at this moment, well, a few minutes ago, I was watching some funny moments of the chase. And, oh my god, they are so hilarious. Purely great comedy gold, in my opinion. So we are going to go back to Louth, and I'm going to go back to Off the Beaten Tracks, and see what I can purchase again. I know I've been there before, feel like coming back, and we're going to have lunch at Louth as well, and yeah, later on we would probably start packing up. That is all I can think of. Arrived here back at Louth, and we are just strolling through the city centre, and not many people around outside, and it's like less noisy than last time, less crazy packed. Yeah, the sound of the helicopters. The church. Always massive. East Gate. 3 doggies. AV. Interiors boutique. Holistic. What? Bromley menswear. Very fancy. Tally Sundays. Millie Mays. Takeaways. Some of these stores look very, very fancy from what they've got. Kojo's. King's Head. I had veggie breakfast, and now we're going to get more food from this place. Can't resist. Going back to this place. Let's step in. Okay, so I just got back from my second visit Off the Beaten Tracks, and the store owner gave me this slip. Very nice guy. And if you live at Mablethorpe, go to Off the Beaten Tracks and buy more albums or records or just DVDs in general from that store. The 3 CDs that I bought are Le Noise by Neil Young. I really like this album, produced by Daniel Lanois, who also produced Dylan's album Oh Mercy. It's mainly Neil by himself, with a lot of delay and effects of reverb, and his electric guitar with the distorted, heavily fuzzed up sound. There are some songs of him using the acoustic guitar, but as an album, I really like it. One of my favourites. King Crimson Red. This version is basically a different release of the album because it's 2 CDs. The first disc is the original 1974 album, 30th anniversary remaster, and the second disc is the 2013 stereo mix. And both discs have bonus tracks, and as you can see right here, King Crimson 40, 40th anniversary of King Crimson as a band. I had to pick this up, so I'm very excited for that one. And the last CD is Mingus by Joni Mitchell. I have now 4 Joni Mitchell albums. I have not heard anything at all from this album. And Charles Mingus also is a jazz sensation, a classic jazz artist, and I didn't know Joni Mitchell made an album based on Mingus. So yeah, that is that one. And I bought another Neil Young album, but it is a vinyl, and it's Zuma with Crazy Horse. Haven't heard this one yet. I believe this is a reissue from Germany or something. I did check out which version I've got through Discogs, and I believe I was correct. I know that this album includes Cortez, which is a great track, Cortez the Killer, and there are some songs that I'm not very familiar with, but since I love Neil Young with Crazy Horse, can't beat it, had to pick it up. And the last thing I have to show you is a Jimi Hendrix record, and here it is. I love Jimi Hendrix, and I don't mind compilations whatsoever, or live albums in general, via the Polydor label, as you can see right there. Yeah, so that is it. That's all of the albums that I have bought via CD and on vinyl, and I'm going to continue browsing through with my laptop, and later on I'm going to start packing so that I will be travelling back home tomorrow. But the geese are still everywhere. I apologise for the quality, but there's a dozen, and I mean a dozen of them. What? That's my attempt. What? I don't know, I'm so silly. Alright guys, so I'm gonna talk really quietly because it is really late in the evening. That this pretty much wraps up the whole video of my experience of Mablethorpe, and I know it's a really long video, but at the end of the day I hope a lot of you guys enjoyed this whole thing. Thank you all for the support, and as always I will keep doing what I love to do for my channel. I know I said that before, but that's what many YouTubers love to do. So yeah, peace out guys, thanks for watching.